We back once again, Sir William L.
Sartorial King.
And this is
Caviar Conversations.
Caviar for breakfast, champagne, y'all for breakfast, champagne, y'all for breakfast, champagne, y'all for breakfast, champagne, y'all for breakfast, champagne, bubble bath.
Sartorial King. What's up, homie?
What's up, my bro? What's going on, Chief?
I'm chilling, man. Listen, let's just get right to it. Dennis Schroder has to be one of the biggest boneheads of professional sports right now.
Yes, definitely biggest bonehead since Scottie Pippen. Definitely.
Ooh, since Scottie.
Scottie ain't know his worth. You already saw he got jacked out of millions. All right.
So this is a perfect example of someone not knowing their worth and someone thinking that they're worth too much, right? Because Dennis Schroder, you wasn't worth no 84 million, dog.
No.
I'm gonna keep it all the way real. So when they gave you that deal, you should have been like, word?
Yep.
Send the paperwork.
Bring it on. Where the paperwork?
Send the paperwork.
Said, because clearly Atlanta, was he the leader? He wasn't even the leader of Atlanta.
Nope.
He backed up Chris Paul.
Yep.
Homer. Got thrown a rope to come out LA.
Somebody blessed him.
Big time. And now you got 5.9 million for 1 year versus 84, 80 something, whatever, 80 plus.
So you traded in 85-degree weather for 365 days a year for snow, cold weather,
Racism.
and a little bit of racism in Boston.
I'm bad we on that vibe though.
What's wrong with you? If he has an agent, bro, if you my agent and you tell me this deal, and you like, no, but we gonna go Boston for $5 million. You're fired. You're fired. What? No.
He owes somebody a favor because I guarantee you
something had to happen.
His manager said, look, I did this for you. Now you're gonna take this crappy deal.
Yo, he had to be caught up in some mob type shit in LA. He had to be like,
he got to get you out.
It had to be some gang stuff going on for him to do that.
Listen, Dennis, we hope that you make it out of this.
We hope, Dennis.
You know, if he was in Atlanta, of course, that money can stretch and go a long way. You know, Kanye said, stretch my hands. You need to stretch those bands. Because literally, if you in LA, you about to go to Boston. Boston, he can live, but at the same time, dude, I just thinking about 80 something plus 5.9.
For 4 years.
80 something for 4 years, yes. 1 year, 5 year. Now he has to go
a 1 year contract.
1 year contract. That's some D-League stuff. And literally, he's got to re-up at the end of the next season to see where he's gonna go. And that's if he really ball out in Boston. That might make him ball out because he ain't gonna get no bread nowhere else.
Yo, who he gonna start over though?
Huh?
Who he gonna start over? Who?
I mean, Kemba going, right?
I don't think so.
Kemba's at the Knicks. Kemba's with the Knicks.
At the end of the day, it don't even matter. You had 84 million for 4 years, bro. That's like what, one something?
Either way, you know.
Moving on.
9 million more than I do, but at the same time, I'm just saying, if we're gonna do deals now, let's make some deals that are lucrative for you.
Be smart about it, fellas.
Be smart about it. But either way, Caviar Conversations is in the house. I'm hyped. I'm hitting my bro. I love this time. This is what I look forward to every week. I look forward to being with my bro. I look forward to being here with the Caviar Conversations crowd, the subscribers. I love it. Will, I got a question for you. So, you know, I have random thoughts sometimes. I just take off into the mist. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's serious. But this time I'm thinking, what show created or curated your taste in women?
My taste in women, I gotta say, A Different World.
A Different World.
A Different World, man.
Okay.
A Different World to me was like, oh, so this is what college girls act like. Solid. What about you?
Well, A Different World definitely did. It did that for me, but it was probably more so second something for the other things. If I need to go from like Jump Street, it was it had to be Ashley Banks.
Ooh, Fresh Prince?
Fresh Prince, man.
Damn, Ashley though?
Ashley was a different beast. She was my age. She was in my age range. Well, she wasn't really, but as far as the show, she was my age range. And, you know, because Hillary was too old for me.
That's why I fell in love with older women.
Huh?
That's why I fell in love with older women. No.
Hillary?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Living Single. Living Single is why I fell in love with the old heads. Yep.
All right. So who'd you like on Living Single? Because you got a house full of ladies.
It wasn't Queen Latifah.
I like Queen Latifah.
It wasn't Queen Latifah for me.
Queen Latifah with the car key hanging in her chest right here was the sexiest thing on television before they started even putting some crazy stuff on TV. It was the minimal. Her just being and that's before she got the reduction and everything. Queen Latifah was hot.
What's the one name? Regine? Was that it?
She was all right. I
like Regine because she had she had that.
What dance is that? What dance is that?
Yeah, she had that. She had that bounce to her, dog. Like she just.
Did you bang with Max? You ain't bang with Max?
Maxine, she was too fight. Like I feel like me and Maxine will argue all the time because she was quick with the comebacks.
She was very quick with the comebacks.
I felt like we would argue all the time, but I think for me, it was definitely a different world because we had different types of women on different world, and I'm talking about before Jada Pinkett got there.
All right, so who's your girl on A Different World?
What was the chocolate sister named Kim?
Ladies, I just want to, ladies, feel free when we post this, tell us what your A Different World man was. Tell us who you liked on A Different World as far as the male's concerned. We want to hear that. But we gonna tell you right now. So you like Kim Reese?
That was the chocolate sister, right?
Chocolate sister, pre-med.
See, she was smart, pretty, and you can tell she had a body.
They didn't expose that though.
I did just now though. I did just now. Shorty had a body. You can see it. It was either gonna be her or I liked it was okay. It was two other Johns. It wasn't Whitley. I wasn't really.
What was wrong with Whitley?
I just wasn't feeling Whitley. Ain't nothing wrong with her. Just now I'm good with.
What's wrong with Whitley?
Huh?
What's wrong with Whitley?
Just wasn't my style.
It's her voice. It was her vocals.
Wasn't even her voice.
Okay.
It wasn't even her voice. But what was Kim's girlfriend name? She was like a little wild and rambunctious.
Freddie.
I like Jada, but I'm like, I could go down the street and find a Jada. Like, you know what I mean? No. I'm trying to get away from the Jadas. But Jada had a little bit of She was spicy. But you know one thing, A Different World didn't have a lot of Spanish chicks.
It did not.
No one ever brings that up.
It did not. They definitely had Marissa Tomei. They had the Caucasian girl in there the first season.
Yeah.
And they were trying to show you that this college gives you this diversity, but then when they wanted to go all in with the HBCU vibe, you didn't get much diversity as far as ethnicities. You got just straight up diversity through people's character.
Right. Exactly. Now let me ask you a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
If we talking about shows, we gotta talk about cartoons in the 90s.
Okay.
So what cartoon for you as a kid did it for you in the 90s?
I'm a little different with the cartoon. So like any cartoon I watched before I went to school. Nobody in this generation is gonna know it, but I watched James Bond Jr.
Wait, come again? What is that called?
James Bond Jr.
Yo, bro, I've never heard of that show.
Because for elementary school, I could walk down the block 5 minutes. I didn't have to leave the house real early. So I was watching James Bond Jr. in the morning, you know.
When did that even come on?
Yo, it was tough, dog. It used to come on right before Zuzia.
Right before what?
Listen, anybody think I'm tripping right now? Go to your phones, Google.
Gotta Google these shows.
Zuzia was like this Swedish, like, kids show that came on in the morning, and it came on what is now CW. Back then, I forget what it was. It wasn't even UPN yet. And Zuzia used to come on, and Zuzia used to get you hyped, literally. Then James Bond Jr. would come on, and it would be time for me to go to school. And this is elementary, straight up. Oh, and Babar.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ron Vaughn doing the Babar collab.
No, what
And
are
Rolling Blazers for doing the Babar collab. Babar is a classic.
What kind of kid were you, dog? Every show you just named, I've never heard of. Like, you ain't say nothing like Carmen Sandiego. That showed me how to find stuff.
All right, I did. I watched Carmen Sandiego.
Or Barney. Or what's that?
Barney wasn't getting played in my house, bro.
You said Barney wasn't getting no spins in your crib? Why?
Nah.
Yo, do you remember? This is one of my kid inspiration cartoons. It's not even a cartoon. Ghost Rider. Yo, tell me you remember.
Rider or Rider?
No, like Rider.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I'm about to say,
Where the
dog.
little thing will go over the paper and switch. Yeah. Okay.
I was about to say, if you ain't no Ghost Rider, I was about to check your kid card. Like, yo, what's up?
Ghost Rider was official.
Ghost Rider was official.
Did you have? We're gonna go back to the 90s influences of ladies. We're gonna go back to that. But I still have to. Did you watch Power Rangers?
What? Did I watch Power Rangers? It's Morphin time! It's my job.
Hold on. So this is the issue I had. The misrepresentation of us.
Why was the black boy always dancing?
Always dancing.
Shucking and jiving.
And
Zach. That was his name.
They didn't give him no hairline.
Yo, main man John was like this part of my kid.
Dog, he had a Bill Cosby hairline. Dog, at the end of the day, what was his name? Zachary?
I think his name was Zach, dog.
Zach.
Yo, he was out there jitterbugging in June. Yo, man, step and fetch it in a goddamn superhero costume.
Power Rangers in tandem with VR troopers. Look, Caviar Conversations goes and reaches everything. And I'm just talking because everybody has had a nerd moment. So stop playing. People gonna start acting like they just became drug dealers and thugs and whatever. Stop. You had moments you grew up and watched either the most sensitive things or you watched the most corniest things ever. And you wasn't judged by it because, again, everybody was rocking with it.
Everybody was rocking with it back in the day. If you was an 80s baby dog, can't nobody tell me you ain't grow up on for Power Rangers, Zoobity Zoo. What's another joint?
Reading Rainbow.
Reading Rainbow. Which they need to give my man.
Because he's blind on Star Trek, but he can read a book on Saturday morning.
What was his name?
Don't expose me, bro. You go because you already know I know.
No, because you know what? They try and jerk my man out of being a new Jeopardy host.
Oh, Jeopardy!
LeVar Burton.
LeVar Burton.
Why they trying to disrespect
Let's go.
LeVar Burton?
LeVar Burton. LeVar Burton. Hold on. LeVar Burton made sure that half of this generation now is not illiterate.
LeVar Burton was the first black man to go back in the future as a slave, dog. Am I the only one that seen Brother Future? Come on. LeVar Burton was the first 12 years a slave.
Yeah, he was.
Why they disrespecting
the first
LeVar
guy
Burton like that?
LeVar Burton is the first guy to wear a beret glasses. His glasses were berets. People didn't even know that. If you watch Star Trek,
was the first boy to tell you it's in a book, so take a look. The reading rainbow. Green rainbow. Why is Jeopardy trying to?
He said it can take you. He said it can take you anywhere.
It's in the book.
It's in the book.
So take a look.
But hold on. But what did they tell us though? Hold on. People got to look at this underneath it. What do they tell us as people? They tell us if it's in a book, we won't do what?
We won't look for it.
We won't look for it.
LeVar Burton said, take a look.
Take a look.
The man told us, if you want to hide something from black people, put it in a book.
In a book. And
LeVar Burton said,
take a look. No, he raised up a nation.
LeVar Burton was everybody's first reading and social studies teacher, dog.
Let's go. Hold on. Who's your first science teacher?
Oh, Bill Nye the Science
Bill
Guy.
Nye the Science Guy.
Come on, dog.
Literally, you got to think about it like this. We got every section of an educational curriculum through TV. You got Bill Nye, you got LeVar Burton, and you had Carmen Sandiego to help you find your way.
Listen, dog. Check it out.
It's somebody else.
Bill Nye gave you science, right? LeVar Burton gave you reading. Carmen Sandiego gave you social studies.
I got one for you.
Who gave you math?
Bill Cosby.
What was the show?
I forget, but he used to have that marker that made noises.
I forgot the show too.
I forgot the show.
But it was Bill. Before the pill. It was Bill before the pill.
Bill before the pill. He made sure that we was here with it. Hold on. Mr. Rogers taught us.
Mr. Rogers told you how to be nice to your neighbor.
And how to be courteous.
We had it all.
And let's be real, because this is Caviar Conversation. We're going to talk about style as well. He killed the cardigan game.
Yes, he did.
And,
Yes, he did.
and Mr. Rogers had Sperry's on.
Yes, he did.
Before they was hot.
Before they was on boats.
And Mr. Rogers gave you the Scepter sweater first, the zip-up joint, the L bus, the 23, the C bus. We can go all day. The 52. You know the Scepter zip-up sweater.
Yeah, I know. They still wear them.
Mr.
Man,
you that first, bro.
As a kid, watching TV was the best.
Yes.
It was the best as a kid, bro.
We're missing it now.
We're missing it.
We talked about Slater last week, right? His Gitano stonewashed jeans. Slater, Saved by the Bell gave us a look at high school before we even went to high school. So I thought when I went to high school, not even knowing that I'm going to go to, before I even transferred school, I went to Penn first. Penn was not Saved by the Bell. There was no Kelly. There definitely wasn't no Lisa. And there wasn't a Jesse nowhere in sight. Come on.
Yo, Saved by the Bell showed you what high school was like with diversity.
With diversity.
Yo, man, I miss those days.
California Dreams.
Oh, California Dreams.
Surf dudes with
attitudes.
That are groovy. Lay back move.
The
sunset below. Good vibrations.
Good vibration. Yo, you know what, John?
Saturday morning was hot, bro.
You know what show taught me how to swim?
What?
Y'all know? Baywatch.
David freaking Hasselhoff.
David Hasselhoff was an icon in the 90s.
Listen, I looked at David Hasselhoff in a different light. There was nobody on daytime TV that was running with bad chicks all day long.
All day.
Like, no, literally. Bad one.
All day.
Right to the left, literally, and he's running and he's saving lives. And I was like, yo, low key, I wanted to be a lifeguard just like him.
Okay.
And I want to know this, and people can answer me this. Why he get all the badass roles? He got Knight Rider.
You remember
Knight Rider.
Airwolf with the helicopter? That was my joint.
Airwolf was Knight Rider in the sky.
Yeah, perfect example. Perfect.
Okay. 18 was hot.
18 was my John.
And I know for many people that's gonna watch this episode, they're gonna be like, what? I'm like, yo, take this time to sit on your couch and go through Hulu and watch some of these shows that have crafted America, period. MacGyver, this guy.
You can get out of anything.
MacGyver can get out of anything. That's how I feel when I watch Lupin on Netflix. He can get out of anything. I'm glad that MacGyver is black now in France. I'm glad that that's happening. But literally, MacGyver could have gum and some metal, and he will make a bomb.
Yo, I swear to God, MacGyver could take this Simply Lemonade bottle and this dish detergent and make some type of acid out of it to get out of some type of bullshit he got himself into. MacGyver was that guy that could get into something and get out of it at the same time. Never seen anything like it.
All right. What was the show that did not interest you? Again, we still got to get back to Living Single before we leave our people tonight. Because again, I really want to show how that stuff shapes our vision
A
of
show that did not interest me. I don't know, man, because I'm an 80s baby that grew up in the 90s.
yeah.
So there was a lot of shows on TV that I just was like really in tune with. Like Married with Children, Mama's Family. What's those four old ladies called?
Golden Girls.
Golden Girls was hilarious.
Thank you for being a friend.
You know what show I wasn't really rocking with?
On the road back again. The heart is true.
No.
You're a friend.
Night
Court.
Confidant. I could never get with Night Court.
Well, who?
Night Court, exactly. You don't remember Night Court?
I do remember Night Court.
But you know what was my shot though? Perfect Strangers.
Hold.
Balky.
Balky was my guy. Listen. Nobody knows about Perfect Strangers. If you didn't watch TGIF,
Thank God It's Friday.
For
those that don't know.
Hold on. We don't have that anymore because literally nobody went out. Well, maybe because we was kids and we wasn't out. But if you had a parent, your parents stayed behind in. They watched TGIF. You watched Family Matters first. You watched Step by Step.
Oh, Step by Step.
Day by
day.
Yes. You watched Perfect Strangers.
Family Matters.
Boy Meets World.
Oh, Topanga.
Topanga was bad.
Topanga was the first Caucasian white woman that was like.
Topanga was the Kim Kardashian of Friday nights.
Yeah, true story.
If you want to keep it real, she was well developed, and I'm just keeping it real.
Topanga had hips.
She had hips. She had a chest before any white girl on TV.
She was pretty.
And every black dude in the hood that watched Boy Meets World did not like whatever Savage it was. It wasn't Fred Savage. It was Ben Savage. And on the low, Boy Meets World was shot in Philadelphia. Let's go.
Ooh, for real?
The whole show is about Philadelphia. But I want to know what part of Philadelphia he lived in, because literally, he lived in the suburbs. So I was like...
Definitely was Cheltenham.
He lived in Cheltenham.
Had to be Elkins Park.
He lived in Upper Darby.
Something like that. But yeah, man.
Topanga was a goat, bro.
But you know what's so crazy? It really do show you how like your cultural influences can kind of like shape how you view things, and you know, like your upbringing. Because when you get into the 2000s, then you start to get into more like reality TV. That's when people wanted to be kind of like famous for nothing. Like you didn't really have to have talent. To now, you got reality shows everywhere.
So now, anybody that has grew up in that time where reality shows existed, or now I think people like their reality of women is coming from OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's crazy. OnlyFans is
now that's shaping the mindset of the young men and women. They looking at OnlyFans,
or Instagram.
Who?
Instagram too,
or Instagram. That's showing them, okay, this is what a woman looks like. Versus, we had shows that introduced us to who women look like, right? Yeah. So you were saying living single earlier. I'm gonna stick with Queen Latifah because Queen Latifah was the first one. Queen Latifah was actually the first woman I ever saw wear a pantsuit. Now we know why she wears pantsuits, but at the same time, literally, you know, when she had the press out and, you know, in that chain, look, I wasn't on Regime and I definitely wasn't on Max. What's the name was cool. I liked Kim Coles. whatever role she played.
Your coach was kind of like, all right, Kim, like, relax. Like, you doing a whole lot. Like, chill.
She was doing a whole lot.
Yeah, like, just, like, Kim gonna be there. All right, like, I'm gonna come over tomorrow. Like, Kim,
All right.
she was cool, but he just was.
I got one for you tonight. All
right.
Caviar Conversations family. We're gonna end this night with this. We want you to think about this. Your top 90s black flicks, black films. Well, hold on. It's an edge to it. I'm gonna pick the black 90s films that exposed me to what women look like in that era, right? So we just talk about all these shows, all these different things. I'm gonna tell you the films that exposed me to what women look like elsewhere, not in my community. Boomerang.
Yeah, for sure.
Boomerang
for sure.
Halle Berry and what's her name?
Married to Mike Tyson.
Robin Givens. Excuse my slowness. Robin Givens. This is crazy in that movie.
Yeah.
What else did I like Robin Givens but in that movie? Period. That's my one. What you got? I got another one, but what you got for that?
Robin Givens, man. I mean, Halle Berry in that John. See, Halle Berry was my favorite when she was in was it She's All That with Tommy Davidson, or She's Gotta Have It? I think which one was that with Tommy Davidson?
Strictly Business. Rest in peace, Andre Harrell, who put that together.
That's when I fell in love with Halle Berry with the shortcut, yo. Okay, so you got that. Strictly Business. You said Boomerang, I said Strictly Business. Players Club, dog.
Lisa Ray? Nah.
You probably like the cousin.
Ew, no. First of all, the cousin was stank all day, literally. And she always played the stank role in every movie.
No, not every movie.
Every movie.
Nah, not Best Man. Best Man.
Stank.
She wasn't stinking Best Man, dog.
She slept with Tate Diggs and married Morris Chestnut.
All right, what about the second one?
Hold on. No one ain't homies. All right, that's one. Can I go over the next one? Twat 2.
What?
Rob Hardy and all the guys. And
what movie is this?
Think Like a Man. You know, producer. You know what I'm talking about. Twat 2. She married. She going out with my man Michael John White, all up in the tub in a private club. That's 2. Let me give you the 3. Hold on. There's something else. She did. Even in music videos, dog. Drew Hill music video.
Now there's a meeting in my bed. No, somebody sleeping in my bed.
No, it wasn't that one. It was the other one. From Soul Food soundtrack. She was in there in that video. Something happened in that one. Either way, she always played a state role. I know her name. Monica Calhoun. That's her name.
Yeah, Monica Calhoun.
Calhoun has never played an upstanding woman in any film I've ever seen.
Oh, why are you going at Monica like that?
No, not personally. Her roles that she picks roles that she's never the upstanding woman in any role. Just saying.
Okay, do they pick her do she pick the role, or do they cast her as their role?
You can get typecast. You know better than I do. You can get typecast.
I think they always typecast her as their role.
All right, so you need to take a step back and say, you know what? Can I play the devoted wife this next movie?
Yeah, I feel you. All right, what's your second movie?
All right, I said Boomerang, right?
Yeah.
Jungle Fever.
Ooh, Jungle Fever?
But it's not what you think, though.
Yeah, you had to unpack Jungle Fever.
There's a scene in Jungle Fever. There's a scene in Jungle Fever that I like so much. This is where Wesley's caught already. He's sleeping with the white girl, right? Sleep with the Italian girl. And the wife finds out due to Spike Lee running his mouth. His wife, right? And his wife invites all her girlfriends over, and they having a powwow. There's an actress in there. I don't remember her name right now. I remember she was in the Inkwell, but she was so fine in that one scene. I just liked it. I was like, yo, I like her. She's in something. She's in a lot of stuff. She was even.
Oh, is that the mom that played on Baby Boy?
No. You talking about AJ Johnson?
Yeah.
Johnson. She played the house party. Not AJ Johnson. It's another actress. I'm sorry I do not know her name right now, because literally this is me falling off, guys. I'm just to let y'all know, because literally I always know the name of the actress, but I do not remember her name. But they're sitting in her living room, and she's talking about how she lost Wesley Snipes to the white woman, and her friends are talking. And there's one girlfriend that is bad. And I was like, dang, every time I see Jungle Fever, I can't wait to get to that scene.
All right, so you got Jungle Fever. We talking about women, right?
Yes.
I gotta do Set It All. I got to do Set It All.
For who?
For Jada. For Jada.
For Jada?
Yeah, I like Jada in that joint. It was either between that or Jason's lyric. I wasn't feeling Jada in Inkwell because in that movie, she's a prime example of how women try to play the nice guy.
Yes.
She is the prime example of how women get a nice guy, but they want the roughneck, the guy that's treating them like dirt. And I felt Lorenz when he seen that. I felt like I was Lorenz when that happened. Like, damn, you gonna do me like that?
It wasn't Lorenz. It wasn't Lorenz in the Shanti video, because he would have went in there and be like,
yo, man.
Oh, me.
Jada, you was wrong for that, Jada. You was wrong.
First of all, Jada's wrong for a lot of different situations. Let's just get that real. But yes, Inkwell had me in a different bag. And AJ Johnson again came to the rescue.
Saved the day. That's when I knew older women, they love you different.
They love you different. He said they're patient.
Yeah. Look, he got his hair done and got some ass.
Hey, listen. That's why I love my bro, because he keep it real.
That's real talk.
It's real talk. And if anybody didn't think that when they saw the movie, I don't know what they was thinking.
What do you mean? How could you front on him?
Listen.
My Joan broke my heart. Old head getting cheated on by her man. She in a bad situation. We both meet in the middle on the beach. We on the beach. You messed up. I messed up. Let's just get this shit out of our system. And that was his first time. So you know she put it on him.
Okay. This is a stretch for the night.
Give it to me.
Your oldest crush in the TV game that right now, if that person came at you and said, "Hey, Will, I see you," you would say, you would like just wash it away that they old as crap and live in that moment.
Oh, Nia Long. Hands down. If Nia Long come at me, dog, I'm out of here. Like, yo, what? Nia Long, bro?
So you picking Nia Long?
Every black man is picking Nia Long. Nia Long or Halle Berry? I mean, don't get me
where I was
wrong.
going,
There's a couple chicks in that category from the 90s, though.
I didn't say 90s. I said period.
Off of movies and TV? Nia Long. I gotta go Nia Long.
All right. I guess I gotta fall on the sword. I gotta fall on the sword.
Who?
I'm taking Felicia Rashad, bro.
You gonna say Felicia Rashad? That's really your pick?
Rashad, dog.
Felicia Rashad, though, dog. That's
I said on the older tip, though. I ain't like.
Nah, man, I can't.
Long ain't too far off, though.
Felicia Rashad, though.
Felicia, first of all,
That's like mom. Like
Felicia Rashad was bad. Let's
dog.
stop playing. She was bad.
Nah, dog.
Elva
I
didn't
never
know.
looked at Felicia Rashad.
Elva didn't know. Bill didn't know. Martin didn't know. None of them knew how bad Felicia Rashad was as Claire Huxtable. Claire Huxtable was
bro. Listen to me, man.
I'm not talking about Felicia Rashad in the freaking Tyler Perry movie.
Listen, I'm not talking about Felicia Rashad in the Tyler Perry movie either. Felicia Rashad always gave mom vibes, bro. I don't even know if there's a scene where Felicia Rashad gave me like, yeah, I hit that.
Certainly. Yes, she did.
No.
Yes, she did.
Who looks at Felicia Rashad like that, dog? When I think of Felicia Rashad, I think of Ahmad Rashad. I think of NBA Insider. Inside Stuff. You remember Inside Stuff?
Yes. That's another
thing on every Saturday.
That cultivated me too.
I'm not looking at Felicia. I'm not looking at mom like that.
Man, you hate on Felicia, man. You hate on Felicia.
No, you wilding for thinking, for looking at Felicia like that. Ew. Yo, no way. You're gonna have to give me another one, dog. Not Felicia.
Listen. Felicia was giving the vibes back in the day, dog.
Oh, Felicia was cooking pies back in the day, dog. And I ain't talking about cocaine. I'm talking about apple, peach cobbler. Listen. If you thinking Felicia Rashad, you thinking about Patti LaBelle on Different World. When she was the Wayne mom.
No.
Felicia Rashad.
Patti LaBelle was bad back in the day too, yo.
Yo, what?
Patti LaBelle was bad back in the day too. Don't act like you ain't looking Patti LaBelle, bro.
Oh, bro, what is up with you? Yo, if your mom is over 60, don't let her be around.
That's now. Don't let her be around me.
No. You're going to be checking out somebody's mom ass.
No, man.
No, you wilding for Felicia Rashad, dog. You wilding.
Listen. A man sticks on his word. I'm telling you, there's not one person that would argue that Felicia Rashad was not bad back in the day.
Yo, you know who you could have rocked with from back in the day? I'd have been like, I can respect that. If she was like an old head. What's the counselor that was on Different World that was messing with Sinbad? Jaleesa, Jaleesa, dog. Yeah. Jaleesa like that old head that you just want to like, man, I just...
Nah. Cut that. Jaleesa was not at all. No.
Yo, Felicia Rashad, and I ain't even saying that Felicia Rashad wasn't attractive. It ain't nothing like that, but come on, bro. Like, Felicia Rashad gave you all my...
Look, all right, so that's our argument for this week. Everybody, that's our argument for this week. Literally. He says Felicia Rashad don't...
How I pick...
I say Felicia Rashad does. We gonna keep it real. She was hot back in the day. Felicia Rashad was tough.
Listen, I'm not saying she wasn't hot. What I'm saying is...
A Howard grad. Stop playing.
Well, you could have had Tyra Banks. You go to Felicia Rashad?
Tyra Banks?
What you mean, Tyra Banks?
What,
Tyra
in
Banks
higher learning?
Tough on Fresh Prince.
In higher learning?
Tyra Banks was tough on higher learning.
All right.
Yo, how I say Nia Long and you say Felicia Rashad? I mean, listen, it's all about preference.
No, don't get it wrong. Nia Long is bad too.
But
I didn't specify a time.
Felicia Rashad.
I didn't specify a time length either. I didn't say that.
Felicia Rashad still give you mom vibes until this.
That's because of the role she played.
Because she had that mom look.
She didn't have a mom look.
You wild. Felicia Rashad always had that mom look, dog.
All right. We gonna agree to disagree tonight. Boom.
Felicia Rashad don't even look like she let you grab her ass.
Bill was doing it all. You know what?
Bill ain't never grabbed Felicia Rashad ass, dog. You wildin'. Felicia Rashad look like she'll hit you with a ruler on your hand. She looked like one of my old 5th grade teachers named Miss Mason, bro.
Miss Mason was bad then. If she was Miss Mason. Hold on. She was teaching at Prince Hall?
And Rowan.
And Rowan. Oh, all the way up the strip. All right. Hey. We gotta take a ride by Rowan.
Y'all hear this? Y'all hear this? Y'all hear this? Y'all hear this? Man, hide your moms. Hide your great grandma.
Oh, stop. Nah, man. Whatever.
We gonna end on that note.
Fam, yo, because tonight I had a good time, man. Whatever, you know.
Now you feel bad about it. Now you like, maybe I shouldn't have picked Felicia Rashad. Yeah.
Listen, no, we didn't stipulate what.
You came up with the question.
I didn't stipulate what year. You picked Nia Long. I said, okay, cool. I'm saying in the Hollywood in that time, boom, because I could have said a whole bunch of different actresses. But I said Felicia Rashad, and she set the tone for a lot of them anyway. So just keep it real.
All right, man.
We're going to agree to disagree.
Yeah,
all right.
Appreciate it. Tune in, subscribe, go to the Instagram. His Instagram is Sartorial King, @Sartorial King. Mine is Sir William L, @Sir William L. Follow us. Y'all know the rest.
Yep. Hit subscribe button, like, tell a friend, add a friend, tell a friend, add a friend. Be a part of the movement. Again, some heat is coming out soon. As far as guests and clothing, the season's going to be great. We love you guys. We hope that you stay inspired. We hope that you stay light, stay airy, and keep nothing but blessings coming in your life. Of course, whoever you decide to praise and give glory to, give them that first and move on in your life. Caviar Conversations, we're glad you can be with us. Have a great night, great week. Be blessed. Peace.
Caviar for breakfast, champagne, 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 bubble bath.